the pavement. She hesitates as she looks at the concrete steps and the dark underpass. She glances over her shoulder, but she sees no one, so she hurries briskly down the stairs and into the dark and threatening subway that goes underneath the railway line and back up the other side. It's poorly lit here. Not a place to be after dark, where the ocean crashes up and over the slippery rocks, pulling and pushing fresh water into the tidal pool. Not a place to be, when all you can hear is the roar of the waves, and all you can see are the shadows thrown from a faded moon. She is standing adjacent to the pool, jiggling up and down to ward off the cold and turning her back to the ocean to prevent herself from being soaked by the icy spray from the sea. Stupid, stupid girl. No one should be alone out here at this time of night. Has she seen the sign that says, "Beware of the sharks"? Hasn't she realised that humans are her most likely predators? As she swivels to look at the steps and the underpass, staring in vain for her lover, I creep up behind her, my feet silent on the sand. When she turns, I plunge the knife into her heart, and she gasps, crumpling onto the sand in a concertina movement. A look of terror and dismay contorts her pretty face. She tries to say something to me, but it comes out as an indistinguishable gurgle. Too late, I murmur. Every action has a consequence. I turn and walk away, sliding back into the shadows, ready to dispose of the knife, and ready to make my way home. 1. The mundane becomes so significant in the instant that your life changes forever. I am putting a load of washing in the machine. Whites. I spot one of Ella's black socks just before I close the door. I growl. At 17, Ella is still so careless. Is it really that difficult to separate your darks from your lights? I think of Abby and wonder where she is getting her washing done. Cape Town has had a series of droughts. Will the lady in her Airbnb do it for her, or will she have to wash her smalls in the sink? Or perhaps the water situation is so bad she won't be able to wash her clothes at all. And then the front doorbell chimes. Sighing, I walk through our small kitchen into the hall and peer through the spy hole in the front door. It's a couple, a man and a woman, smartly dressed. In that instant, I know. I fumble with the lock.
"Grace Woods?"
the man asks. I nod, but I'm already gripping the door frame.
"I am Detective Inspector Pete Fairisle, and this is my colleague, Sergeant Linda Hornby. May we come in?"
They show me their badges, but I can't look. I just nod again and stand to one side so they can pass me. They wait for me to step in front of them, their backs up against the whitewashed wall, their heads against the framed watercolours of flowers painted by Ella and given to me for Christmas. I want this couple to walk straight back out of the house, but as they stare at me expectantly, I realise I have no choice. I lead them into my small living room. They sit next to each other on my teal sofa, both of them leaning forwards, their hands on their knees. They're dressed as if they're about to sell me life insurance. I know they're not. I hover in front of my comfy armchair covered with the peacock-coloured throw that Mum knitted before she died.
"Please sit down, Mrs. Woods."
I do as I'm told. It's strange how they have instantly taken control, even though they're the strangers in my home.
"I'm afraid we have very bad news. Your daughter Abigail has been found dead in Cape Town."
It feels as if my head is going to explode, as if all the blood has rushed up to my skull and my brain is being turned into mush. "No," I whisper. "It's not possible. I only spoke to her yesterday. You must have the wrong person." The policewoman,